Hi, you guys. This is your girl, Shema. Okay, so today's video is on the difficulties of changing your mindset. So just to kind of help you guys out, because I see people struggle with this. I have also struggled with this before. And it's the process of changing your mindset. So when you get ready to change the way you think, which can be extremely hard, when you look at how you think, that came from two places. Two places. The way you think, number one, came before you were born. It came before you were born because you were predestined. You already had a personality. God already had you in mind. So you already have this natural who you are. Then you're born, carried in your mama belly, pushed out, you're born. And you begin to have experiences with life, your parents, family, school, church, other functions. And those little things, impact you. And it shapes the way you think. Shapes the way you think. Now, that is not who you originally were. Who you originally were was who you were before you were born. That's your purest who you are. Everything else was added to you. Trauma, disappointment, shame, hurt, all that stuff, right? Okay. So when you grow up, or when you get to this point where you know you messed up. You know you messed up on the inside. Up here, you messed up. You jacked up. Okay. I need to change. How do I change? The biggest problem I see is, one, people don't know what information to trust. They do not know what information to trust. How do I know this is going to work if I try this? How do I know that this isn't going to put me in a worse situation than a better one? How do I know? Because there's other people who have been through it before you did. And they have the answers already. Hello. Okay. The next thing that's going to happen is your mind, you're going to have a battle. Because your mind, we automatically want to go back to what we were taught as kids. What did our mama say? What did daddy say? What granny say? What papa say? Ain't so-and-so, and you automatically go back to that foundation, your upbringing, your childhood, what your parents said, you go back to that. And, we raised to be respectful to our parents, honor our parents, all that kind of stuff. But that don't mean that what they taught us was right. It does not mean that what they taught us was what God wanted them to teach us. And it doesn't mean that what they taught us had anything to do with who we were originally created and called to be. But we fight hard to hold on to it. We fight hard to hold on to that because it's all we know. Like, that's your default. So when it's time to change your mindset and change what your default is, you're going to have a battle. You're going to have a battle up here, first of all, and you're going to have a battle out here because all of your friends and your family are going to have other things to say or impose onto you. So when you go to change your mindset, understand those two battles are going to be there. They're going to be there. But you have to have a dedication and a desire, a hunger to see something different in your life. What is that different thing? Is it a change in finances? Is it a change in your relationships with your family or friends? Is it your business, or is it just peace? Do you just want peace on the inside? Joy. What is your reason for why you seeking out coaching, or why you're seeking out this type of information? What is your reason for why? And is your why strong enough to push you into action to change it, so you're not still saying what you're saying right now and still looking up videos like what you're looking up right now? Is your why strong enough to move you into action? So you're going to have those battles. The battle on the inside from your foundation changing, and the battle on the outside from people around you that you connect with, that you understand, but they don't want you to change. They want you to stay just like they are. They want you to struggle together. We in this struggle together. They want you to, whatever, those two battles is off top. I'm just going to be honest with you. Those two off top. Okay, but you have to have a dedication inside of you that says, I know there's an answer. I know there's a way to change this. I just don't know it. Let me find someone who does, who knows how to move me from here to here, to here, to here. Who knows how to move me there? And who can I trust? Who are you willing to listen to get you there? And that's not just for you. That's also for me. As I level up, as my knowledge and character and everything levels up, and some coaches, they can't take you all the way. They may be only able to take you a little bit of the way, halfway. And then you're going to have to find another one who can take you the rest of the way. Because the coach can only take you as far as they've been. Okay, so I do the same thing. I'm like, okay, I had a few vocal coaches. I have the first vocal coach, he could only take me so far. The second one only took me so far. And so you have to be able to understand the process of in that training, education, mentorship, coaching. Who do you trust that you will listen to guide you, to get you to where you really want to be? You have to look at those things. And so, I bring this information to you guys because it's not just stuff I'm thinking about or seen or heard about. It's things that I've walked through, I've been through, I've coached other people through. And so I just continue to offer that. Yeah. So, that's what I can give to you guys on that aspect of the difficulties of changing your mindset. You have to have a tenacity in you. You have to identify someone who you're going to trust to move you through those stages to get you to a different place. You have to understand that it's going to be a mental battle. You're going to always want to go back to your default and connect with your family and stay with your friends and stay in your clique. But you're not going to be able to do that, because if they could have gotten you where you should have been or wanted to be, it would have happened already. They don't hold that. They don't hold that for you. And understanding that you're going to have the outside battle. You're going to have people speaking to you saying that ain't right. We don't do that. You shouldn't do that, or whatever they have to say. But you have to know what you're called to do, what your purpose is on this earth, because all of their purposes is not what yours is. It's not. They can't tell you, and I had to say this to someone last week, your family cannot tell you who God called you to be. Because 9 times out of 10, they don't even know who they was called to be. Because a lot of people don't even, how do you say ignorance is bliss? They don't even search it out. But for those who are actually searching it out, because you feel that there's something more, or there's something sitting in you that you just can't let it go, it's not leaving. You're constantly seeking. You're constantly looking. You're constantly wondering. And maybe even about to drive yourself crazy. Nobody else can tell you who and what God created you to do and be. Unless God gives a prophetic word to somebody to share with you. God has to show you. He has to reveal that to you. And so trying to lean on an old foundation of childhood or upbringing or family or old friends, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So it boils down to your hunger. Do you really want to know your purpose? Do you really want to know your calling? Do you really want to go through that that journey of revelation and enlightenment? Because when you get that, the whole game changes. The whole game changes. And so yeah, guys, I hope that kind of helps you out with that part. Again, comment below, hit me up, Facebook, LinkedIn, Shema Ladd, premarital personal development coach. And we'll get you started on some coaching sessions, a consultation, and I'll give you a recommendation on how many sessions I feel you will need to get you to where you want to be and where you're trying to be. And make sure you're rolling. And it's nothing worse than living a life of uncertainty and a life of roller coasters where you don't have some type of peace or joy through those ups and downs. You know, it's nothing worse than living life with a bunch of doubts and all the other things that life can put on you through rejection and unacceptance and so many different things. You know, so yeah, hit me up. I hope that was good for you guys. Hope you can use that. I know you can. And until next time, this is your girl Shema. And I will talk to y'all next time. Deuces.